You can absolutely plan a Disney vacation yourself, but before you decide to carry every piece of it alone, it's worth asking, what are you actually saving? And what might you be giving up? Hi, friend, and welcome to the Magic Between. I'm Christy Bettenhausen, a travel agent with Mickey Travels and earmarked by Disney Diamond Travel Agency. Each week, we'll take a few minutes to slow down and explore the moments that make family vacations and life a little more meaningful. We'll talk about Disney destinations, creating lasting memories, and the little moments that often become the biggest memories, because the memories you'll treasure most can't be found on a map. They're made in the magic between. I'll just plan it myself. I understand why people say it. There is more Disney vacation information available now than ever before. You can search for resorts, watch stateroom tours, compare restaurants, study park maps, join Facebook groups, and fall down a very impressive rabbit hole of YouTube videos before breakfast. And some people genuinely love every minute of that. Honestly, I love working with those people. I have clients who research resorts, choose their own dining reservations, arrive with lists of ideas, and sometimes create spreadsheets that could probably qualify as their own attraction at Epcot. Working with me doesn't mean giving up the parts of planning you enjoy. It doesn't mean I sweep in, confiscate your spreadsheet, and announce that I'll take it from here. You can be as involved as you want to be. Many of my clients choose to book with me even though they enjoy planning because they want three things beside all that research: someone they trust, a second set of eyes, and the knowledge that comes from working with these destinations every single day. That's the difference between having information and having support. Disney vacation information isn't difficult to find. In fact, the bigger problem may be that there's too much of it. One person says a resort is perfect. Another says they'd never stay there again. One video says an upgrade is absolutely worth the money. Another says it's completely unnecessary. Both may be telling the truth because they traveled with different families, different priorities, and very different expectations. So, how do you know which advice actually applies to you? That's where experience becomes more valuable than another search result. When I help a family choose a vacation, I'm not only looking at which resort is the prettiest, which stateroom costs the least, or which itinerary visits the most ports. I'm thinking about who is traveling, how everyone moves through the day, whether someone will need an afternoon break, how transportation may affect grandma, and what would make this particular vacation feel easier. On a cruise, that may include where a stateroom is located, which activities and dining experiences fit the family, what they want from their days on board, and which port excursions make sense for their interests, comfort level, and budget. A choice can look perfectly fine on a confirmation page and still be the wrong fit for the family taking the trip. A confirmation number can tell you what you booked. It can't step back and look at the whole vacation. It can't notice that two individually reasonable choices don't work particularly well together. And it definitely can't say, I know this looks like the better deal, but for the way your family travels, I don't think it is. And this is why. Sometimes my most valuable advice isn't telling a client what to add. It's telling them what they don't need. That may mean explaining that an upgrade probably won't add enough value for their family. It may mean steering them away from the resort everyone online seems to love because another one fits their needs better. It may mean helping them decide which experience is worth protecting and which one can be released before the vacation starts feeling like a very expensive endurance event. Disney vacations have a lot of moving pieces: resorts, tickets, cruise itineraries, stateroom locations and categories, onboard activities, port excursions, dining, transportation, special experiences, booking windows, payment deadlines, promotions, and policies can all affect one another. And those pieces change. What worked beautifully on someone's trip 2 years ago may not work the same way now. A video can be accurate when it's posted and outdated by the time you find it. Even experienced Disney travelers can be caught off guard because experience from several vacations ago isn't the same as being involved with these destinations every day. This is my full-time job. I'm watching the changes, working through the details, asking questions, comparing options, and seeing what happens across many different kinds of vacations, not only my own, That daily perspective gives me a wider view. It also means that when something feels just slightly off, I usually know where to look. That second set of eyes matters because none of us knows what we don't know. You can do excellent research and still miss the one question you didn't realize you needed to ask. And sometimes that question is the difference between a plan that works on paper and a vacation that actually works for your family. There's another piece of this that many people don't understand: how I'm paid. Some travel agencies charge separate planning or professional fees, and that is a valid business model. My services work differently for the eligible vacations I book and manage. I'm compensated through the vacation supplier. If you book that same vacation directly, the supplier doesn't hand you a special do-it-yourself discount because you've chosen to take on the planning yourself. The package doesn't become less expensive simply because there isn't a travel agent supporting it. That means someone may spend the same amount on the vacation while also taking responsibility for all the research, details, monitoring, and problem solving. And that's where I'll plan it myself can cost more than expected. It may cost money if you choose an option that doesn't give your family the value you thought it would. It will almost certainly cost time. It can cost mental energy as you keep dates, deadlines, choices, and backup plans running through your head. It can cost peace of mind when you're wondering whether you missed something. And sometimes it costs vacation time because you're still troubleshooting and managing details when you're supposed to be present with the people you brought there. What is your time worth during the months leading up to a vacation? And when you finally arrive, do you want to be the only person carrying the entire plan in your head? That to me is the heart of it. Working with a travel agent isn't about whether you're capable of planning your vacation. Of course you are. It's about whether you need to prove that capability by carrying every part of it alone. I don't want to take away the planning pieces you love. If choosing restaurants brings you joy, choose the restaurants. If comparing resorts is your happy place, I will happily talk resorts with you. And if your color-coded spreadsheet has tabs, formulas, and its own table of contents, I may be a little impressed. My role is to carry the pieces you don't want, help you sort through the pieces you're unsure about, and keep watch over the bigger picture. It's knowing that when a question comes up, you have someone who already understands your family, your priorities, and the vacation you're trying to create. Because there's a meaningful difference between doing your own planning and planning entirely alone. You can still make the choices, you can still enjoy the research, you can still keep every bit of control you want, but you can also have someone you trust beside you, making sure the details support what this vacation is really supposed to be about. Not the perfect spreadsheet, not checking every possible box, not proving you could do it all yourself, being together, feeling present, and having enough room left in the plan for the moments no one could have scheduled, the ones your family will still be talking about years later. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me today. If you're dreaming about a Disney destination vacation and you'd like me to help make planning your vacation feel a little more magical, I'd be honored to help. You can learn more and request your complimentary vacation quote at christybettenhausen.com. Until next time, remember, the memories you'll treasure most can't be found on a map. They're made in the magic between. Thanks for listening.